Have you ever felt a primal fear, an instinctual dread that claws at the edges of your sanity? That's what I faced as I stared into the gaping maw of the cave, a black void promising untold horrors. Would I dare to enter? The air grew thick with the musk of damp earth and something ancient, something unsettling. Our headlamps, feeble pinpricks against the overwhelming darkness, illuminated only the immediate path. The cave closed in around us, a cold, unyielding embrace. Each echoing drip of water sent shivers down my spine. We were intruders in this subterranean realm. I felt a knot of apprehension tighten in my stomach. The passage narrowed, forcing me to my knees. The walls seemed to close in around me, pressing against my shoulders and back. Every movement was a struggle, each inch forward a battle against the unyielding rock. Jagged rocks tore at my clothes, my skin. I could feel the sharp edges biting into my flesh, leaving behind a trail of stinging pain. My hands, raw and bleeding, grasped for any hold they could find. The air grew heavy, difficult to breathe. Each breath was a labor, the cold, damp air filling my lungs with a sense of dread. The darkness seemed to press down on me, making every breath a conscious effort. Claustrophobia, a familiar enemy, whispered insidious doubts in my ear. It told me I would never make it out, that the cave would be my tomb. My heart pounded in my chest, each beat echoing in the confined space. We crawled for what felt like kilometers, the silence broken only by our ragged breathing. The sound of our breaths, harsh and uneven, filled the tunnel, a constant reminder of our struggle. Each twist and turn seemed to lead us further into the belly of the earth. The path was a labyrinth, each corner revealing another stretch of narrow, unyielding rock. It felt like the cave was swallowing us whole. Panic welled up inside me, threatening to consume me. My mind raced with thoughts of being trapped, of never seeing the light of day again. I fought to keep my fear at bay, to focus on the task at hand, but the darkness and the confinement made it a losing battle. Echoes in the dark. Then, a sound, a low rumble that seemed to emanate from the very heart of the mountain. My blood ran cold. We froze, listening intently, our headlamps casting dancing shadows on the cave walls. Was it a rockfall? Or something else, something far more sinister lurking in the darkness? The uncertainty was agonizing. Fear, raw and primal, gripped me. A glimmer of hope. Just when I thought the darkness would swallow us whole, a faint glimmer of light appeared in the distance. It was a beacon, a tiny spark that ignited a sense of possibility within us. The oppressive blackness that had surrounded us for what felt like an eternity began to recede, replaced by a growing sense of anticipation. Hope, fragile yet persistent, flickered within me. It was like a delicate flame, easily extinguished but fiercely resilient. Each step we took towards that distant light seemed to strengthen it, making it burn brighter and more fiercely. The thought of finally escaping this subterranean prison gave us the strength to carry on. We pushed forward, our bodies screaming in protest, our resolve fueled by the promise of escape. Every muscle ached, every breath was a struggle. But the vision of freedom kept us moving. The narrow passages seemed to tighten around us, but we refused to be deterred. Our determination was unyielding, our spirits unbreakable. As we emerged from the cave, blinking against the sudden sunlight, I felt a wave of relief wash over me. The transition from darkness to light was almost overwhelming, but it was a welcome change. The warmth of the sun on our skin was a stark contrast to the cold, damp air of the cave. It was a moment of pure, unadulterated joy. The world had never seemed so bright, the air so sweet. We had made it. The vibrant colors of the landscape, the fresh scent of the outdoors, and the gentle breeze on our faces were all reminders of the life we had fought so hard to return to. It was a new beginning, a testament to our resilience and the power of hope. Lessons from the depths. Looking back, I'm haunted by the memory of that terrifying experience. The cave was not just a physical challenge, but a mental and emotional one as well. Every step I took was filled with uncertainty and fear. But I'm also strangely grateful. Grateful for the lessons it taught me, for the strength I discovered within myself, and for the perspective it gave me on life. The cave, in its unforgiving darkness, forced me to confront my deepest fears, to face the unknown head-on. It was a place where light was scarce, and every shadow seemed to hold a new threat. It pushed me beyond the limits of my comfort zone, making me realize that true growth often comes from the most uncomfortable situations. Each narrow passage and tight squeeze was a test of my resolve. It was a stark reminder of the power of the natural world, of how small and insignificant we can feel in the face of such grandeur. The cave's vastness was both humbling and awe-inspiring, and the fragility of human life. One wrong step, one moment of hesitation, and it could all be over. It made me appreciate the delicate balance of life and the importance of every decision we make. But most importantly, it taught me the indomitable spirit of survival that resides within us all. The will to keep going, to push through the fear and the pain, to emerge stronger on the other side. Would I do it again? The thought of returning to that place fills me with a mix of dread and curiosity. There's a part of me that wants to face it again, to see if I've truly conquered my fears. Ask me again after the nightmares subside. For now, I carry the lessons with me, a reminder of what I've overcome and what I'm capable of.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. That's all for Nifty Narrations.